Hey, this is Brian, thanks for watching Kies. Today I have Miguel's G90 M5 behind me. This thing is brand spanking new, so therefore we put it on the dyno, wanted to see what it did. Then we added a Daler performance module to give it even more horsepower. But while this car looks incredible and performs incredible, we need to make sure that it's breathing easy, and really we want those big induction sounds. Now unfortunately, there's no official G90 intakes on the market that we found yet. However, we do have an F90 M5 intake from MST, and we're gonna see if by any chance it'll fit so we can get those premium induction sounds. And if we can get this thing to fit, we're gonna throw it back on the dyno to hear how good these intakes sound. All right, the first thing we need to do is remove the engine cover. It's held on by 5 or 6 of these rubber grommets. Very carefully lift up, work your way around. Do this when everything's super cold so you don't get burned. There you go. So you got 1 up front, 2 on the side, 2 in the back. To replace it, just pop it back down very carefully, go all the way around again. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to start on the driver's side. There are 2 15mm bolts over here, and then an E14 E-Torx. So let's loosen these, and as you can see, this is kind of one part with the intake and also this little inlet tube. From there, then we're going to loosen this hose clamp, loosen this one, make sure nothing is attached to it in any way. Then this should just pull up, and then we'll be able to see pretty quick if this is gonna work or not. Now I am just gonna lift up on here just so I don't damage it. All right, so at this point, this piece right here is loose. Now the reason that we have some hope that this may fit is that the engine layout is very similar to the S63. And with MST, these pipes are silicone. So I'm thinking that it's going to fit through there. Where I'm not really sure is if we're going to be able to get the heat shields to fit or not. But like I said, I am pretty confident. Worst case, I really think those are gonna fit pretty good, but I could be wrong. So let's remove these hose clamps and continue on. All right, from there, this should pull off pretty easy, just like that. Now you do have a line over here that needs to be disconnected, so let me move this out of the way. All right, so it just gets hung up a little bit right here. So move that out of the way, and this should come straight out, just like that. All right, so this should maybe, sort of. All right, this isn't really working. Let's forget the heat shields and just see if we can get the pipe itself to work. All right, so we'll take this. This is the longer of the two in the kit. The other one is a little bit shorter. So we'll get this to go through here. It looks like it's gonna be right at the end. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the car first. Get a hose clamp ready to rock. Okay, so far this is good. Okay, that was great. And then we'll get this. Pop it through. I'm gonna put this on here. Put this guy there. Then I'll tighten this up. And we can tighten this up over here. Okay. Pop this on here. Tighten this down. See if we can get these in. If we can get these in, we're gold. All right. We'll just snug that up. All right, one side down, let's do the other side. All right, and then this is the exact same thing. Just on the other side of the car, again, with the short silicone hose. As you can see, I do have a Daler performance module. I'm gonna have to relocate that, but that's fine. It'll just take 2 seconds. Let's move that out of the way. All right, this is just held on with some 3M tape. So I'm just gonna twist that off for now. All right, so then we can undo these hose clamps. Okay, rinse and repeat. Okay, so this one again has a coolant line, so you don't wanna go crazy. All right, okay, same thing, we'll take this. Oh, that's not the right size. Uh-oh.
So one side fits, the other side doesn't?
Yeah, seems too big. Do we have any silicone intakes in the trailer that might be a smaller size?
Yeah, but those were the 777s. Those are the long ones.
Do we have any that I can modify to make this work?
The box is in the warehouse now.
All right, let's go find some.
A few moments later.
All right, so I found a really old, I think this is an N55 inlet. Now, unfortunately with this one, it like fits inside or it fits wildly over. So because The other one is just a little bit too big. I think what I can do is if I cut this and then I cut it nice and straight, I could put it on here just like an additional layer and then hose clamp it shut and it should be okay. So let's see if we can modify this to make it work. All right, with a little ingenuity, we got it. Thanks to a sacrificed N55 inlet. We appreciate your service. So let's fire up the car and run on the dyno to hear how good these things sound. All right, so although the F90 intake does not unfortunately fit the car, we were able to make something that sounds nuts. And although this isn't going to be a production unit or anything, what it does do is it gives you a real sense on what this is going to sound like when MST develops their new one. And not only did it sound absolutely crazy, if you look at our dyno from today, we literally had more horsepower with that intake on than any other runs that we did all day long. So not only did we get sound, but we got power too. So stay tuned for the actual MST intake for the G90 M5. My name is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies. If you're looking to modify your BMW or Porsche, visit us at kies.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.